Okay, we're here with the Gauntlet Hangouts. This is Monster of the Week, Halloween. Yeah, we're just doing the character creation bit. And you've all chosen names already, haven't you?
Sure. Let's go with that.
No, that's right. It's usually what people do last. As usual, X cards on the table. If anyone feels uncomfortable about something, just say X card or do the X sign. That's fine. My usual two things are, no harm to kids and non-consensual sex is off the table. Other than that, but I can't see that either sort of coming up anyway. No one's definitely afraid of spiders or, something like that.
Nope.
Oh, good. So we've got a flake, a professional, and a crooked. Okay. Invite the last person one more time. And all right, the new spreadsheet's working, I'm guessing.
Just trying to work with it. I think so. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Did that go through?
What's going on with this? No. Why am I not seeing anything? Bloody hell. Yeah. All right. I'm sure I've shared it out. Where is...
I can open it okay. Let's see.
Is it letting you edit the Excel sheet?
Yeah, I can edit it, but I don't think it's saving any. Let's see. I'll try it again here and see.
Well, to me it says it's listed as view only.
Try this one. What the hell?
Okay, so I tried making an edit to it there. See, maybe if that went through.
View. Damn it. Share. Anyone. Yep. Anyone can edit. Done.
There we go.
Well, that's annoying. Damn it. Well, maybe. All right. It says I've shared it with 3 people now.
Okay, let's see.
Can you guys see the changes I've made on the sheet recently, or no?
Nope.
You may
That's
have to
it.
cut and
No.
paste them. Ah, damn it.
After I clicked on the link, I did choose to open it in Google Sheets. If that makes a difference, I don't know.
Okay, I think I'm live with one now. Let's see. I'm going to try and make a change here and see if it comes up. Okay, try changing it there.
Okay, now I can see Liam Barker.
Yeah, that come up okay?
Okay, so I can see that one. Okay. All right. So the Excel sheet's working for everyone now, or?
It's working, but I'm not seeing any edits that anybody else is making.
Ah.
Yeah,
Okay.
neither am I.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it.
When I look at the sheet, I can only the sheet that I'm working on.
Yep.
I only see 2 people collaborating on it. I see you and yeah, I don't see the others.
Because mine's got. I'm sharing it with 3 other people, but it's only got Liam Barker as a green column. That's it.
Yeah.
What the? I didn't.
Now, when I click through the shared links, there's a couple in my. I had a couple of different linked play sheets to choose from, and I ended up choosing a different one to get to this one. So unless it's there,
That one I just put in. That's the one that's got Liam on it.
yeah.
See if that comes up for the other 2, and then.
Okay, yeah, I see that now. I'm just going to copy across my stuff.
Yep.
I didn't put in too much.
Technology.
It's great when it works, and a pain the rest of the time.
Okay.
Okay. Is it letting you paste your old stuff onto the new sheet?
Yep.
I'll just try one last time to invite the 4th player. After that, well, I haven't heard from them. Any questions about your playbooks or anything? Or
Just working through it for the moment. Okay, cool.
Taylor Jones. Yeah. Sounds like a suit brand or something. I wear Taylor Jones.
Well, one of the outfit options on the look is tailored suit, but I've avoided that.
Taylor the Tailored Jones.
We have never heard that joke before, I'm sure.
Are you going with the you went to college together and now you sort of moved on but keep in touch thing? Or is it,
Sure.
you know, someone got a better idea? Or
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I mean, the typical thing is, you know, you defeated a vampire that was preying on kids at college or something. But again, we can change that once we get into the history questions. I'm only seeing 2 characters on the spreadsheet. Oh, I just got it right over there. That's why. I just shuffle that along. Ricky Duchamp.
Yeah.
Probably not pronouncing that properly.
Let's do-
Okay. The usual hunter agenda is act like you're the hero in the story, because you are. Make your own destiny. Find the damn monsters and stop them. And play your hunter like it's a real person. I like games that have player agendas because that way people can't, you know, go wildly off and then, you know, they're just creating their own story, which is PBTA The Sims or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really handy because sometimes I think with games like that, like a lot of them are very good at sort of telling like the GM like or the runner like, hey, this is what you should be doing. These are the ideas that you need to follow in order to make this work. But it's nice whenever like it gives players like, hey, players, here's stuff you do. Here's stuff you can do to make this awesome. Here's stuff you can do to like really drive this forward.
Okay. Anyone ready to start doing their history questions? Or
Just about, almost.
Okay. Connect the dots. What's that one? Just reading over now, the flag sounds like a bit of a conspiracy nut.
Yep.
He sees the patterns, man.
It all fits together, man.
It's all part of the plan.
Dear.
It's all detailed in my series of blogs.
Which are encrypted.
Of course.
My subreddit has a subreddit.
Dear. Anyone willing to start history questions? How you know the other characters?
Sure.
Yeah. So, let's see.
I mean, you know, you don't have to be best buds, but you do have to vaguely get along because you're going to kill monsters together.
Let's see. I like the idea that maybe like one of mine is this hunter saved your life and a monster had the drop on you. Now you owe them one. So it's kind of like I got caught up in maybe a hunt and one of you bailed me out. And so now I'm kind of part of the life now. And I'm sort of trying to pay back that favor.
Sounds like something that might fit in with Taylor. If you got messed up in something, maybe that could be how you got drawn into the supernatural.
Yeah, because Taylor's government.
Yeah.
Trained. Yeah. So maybe it's like. Plus, I suppose if Liam is the sort to have like a questionable, if he's had like a questionable past, a few like sort of unlawful run-ins, like it makes sense then that maybe like Taylor could potentially use Liam to get information and things. So it's kind of symbiotic. Yeah, that makes sense.
So maybe Taylor, you met in college, but Taylor was sort of already being groomed for a government agency that helps fight monsters and stuff.
Yeah, if we're only a few years out, maybe I don't know. I took a wrong turn at the job fair.
Let's see. So
So, was this a vampire, a werewolf, or some sort of insectoid creature? Did you have anything in mind for what you were saved from?
ooh, what would you have got? What would you have gone after?
Um,
I think in college, mummies are great because you got an archaeology, anthropology department. I mean, where else are you going to find mummies, really?
That's so pulpy. I love it. That's so good.
Done. Alrighty.
Why did we build our research department on top of an old tomb?
yeah.
It's a very questionable architectural decision.
Why are all these bees here? What's going on? All right. Anyone else got a history question? No one.
I've got one that's they're on the agency's watch list, and I've been keeping an eye on them. And I imagine the flake has hit a lot of red flags over time, right? Look,
My browser
searching
history
for
has-
exactly the wrong thing. How does
And
that
maybe they're
sound?
only up to minor things, but there's sort of bigger things around them, and you can use them as
Yeah,
a canary in the mine, so to speak.
There's like some questionable like Bitcoin transactions going under, like going around here or there. Who buys that
Yeah,
much silver nitrate?
And I have they're somehow tied into it all. You've been keeping an eye on them, which I think it's reciprocal there, Taylor. I'm keeping an eye on you just as you're keeping an eye on me.
Okay. Does that mean like you hit that red flag knowing exactly what was going to happen? You said, I mean, because you're not stupid, right? All of your stuff is air gapped and bouncing around through
Yes.
umpteen different servers. So if you get caught that kind of way, it's not amateur hour. You meant to draw us in, right?
Okay. Okay, so it looks like you're supposed to have one each way. Because we're only really missing something between Ricky and Liam at this point.
Yeah.
So let's see.
I mean, you could be related, you could be cousins or something, or
Yeah.
maybe you were just buddies in college because you already call it dorm buddies.
I have. There's one of my choices here on my sheet. Members of the same support group.
Oh man.
You went through therapy because you had a WoW addiction.
Oh yeah. Or maybe I might. Maybe I'm a gambler. That old student debt.
Oh dear.
Should we pick two of those? I think.
Yes, each of you will pick two.
Okay.
Well, normally I'm not sure we have to in this case because we've kind of already got.
Yeah.
It's only really Ricky and Liam we need to link it together.
Oh, actually, I've got one here. This hunter knows about your criminal past. Tell them what crimes they saw you commit. If I basically after college or as a college dropout became a thief, got on the wrong side of the law, maybe Ricky knows about it.
Sure.
Was he in on it or he just knows about it?
Maybe maybe would Ricky maybe have used it for leverage? Maybe he saw me knocking over someone. Oh, maybe, yeah.
Ricky gets to say as well, of course.
Yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think that if we did some monster bashing in college, if I know something like that, the only way I would hold it over your head is to get you to come back and help with whatever this current thing is, if you're not so inclined.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd
Liam,
be cool.
you know, I mean, you really need to come help out with this, because it would be horrible if anyone were to find out about that thing.
It's like,
you know what thing I'm talking about.
Yeah. Just keep it stum, all right? Don't. Yeah. I like it.
Oh dear. Okay.
All right. What's a little extortion between friends?
Exactly.
Okay. So.
What do you think you were stealing?
I like the idea that maybe I was knocking over something from someone supernatural. Maybe like an heirloom or artifact or something. I was hired to try and get.
Okay.
Maybe the job went wrong. Maybe I didn't quite get it. Or maybe I did, and now I'm in real trouble.
Okay. All right. I think the equipment you pretty much choose yourself from memory. Standard stuff. Don't not to run around the streets with an AK-47 in your hand. You keep it in the boot of the car, etc.
Yeah.
It depends. Is this set in the States?
Well, yeah. I ran Shadowrun back in the day, and people just ran around with full auto weapons, and you're like, "Come on, man!"
It's like, this is impractical.
I mean, not on a Tuesday night in Seattle. That's the only thing, right? It's got to be at least a weekend.
Okay. It says fairly non-magical group. That's all right. Not a problem. No, I'm missing. So flank, professional, crooked. You all ready to start, or?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
All right, jolly good. Okay, we'll so it's Halloween. You're on your way to a costume party. Who's driving and whose car? What sort of car is it? Whose car is it, you think?
I think. Oh, yeah, go.
I was gonna say Ricky has like a pre-1980 vehicle, because nowadays with the electronics they can be hacked. So I make sure I drive something old enough that there's no onboard computers. So if you want to ride with me, we can, but it won't be a comfortable ride.
like a
The
70s.
'67 Corvette is the way to go, right?
Yeah.
More like a 1978 Pinto.
Okay, that explodes on contact with anything.
Good old quality workmanship.
Is Ricky driving, or does he insist someone else drive so they're not caught on speed cameras and stuff?
No, Ricky will drive.
Okay. You've been invited to a costume party by friends and friends of friends. Are you guys in costumes, or you just sort of go to parties without costumes, you think, or?
I like the idea that like Liam has sort of managed to scrounge together like a very hand-me-down Indiana Jones outfit. Like, just got the closest thing that looked like the right kind of jacket. Got like a hat that doesn't quite match, but like it's the best. It's like the best he could get his hands on at short notice.
Yep.
He's still looking for the whip though.
I think Taylor has come straight from work,
Yep.
and in I think he wore a suit that's on the dark side of charcoal gray that day. So he just takes his shades out of his pocket and has a very shiny fountain pen, and he is a man in black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ironic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Ricky
Taylor?
is dressed like Thor, which is funny because he only weighs about 150 pounds. So he doesn't quite look like Thor, but he is definitely dressed in the Chris Helmsworth cosplay.
Yep.
Short or long-haired Thor?
He has like a really bad long wig coming out the back.
Business in front, party at the back.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh god, a mullet. Oh no. Okay. So on your phones, on Twitter, as well as on the radio, there's a news report. Hundreds of, because it's gone dark, it's like 6:15. Hundreds of pets have escaped their homes in a 3-suburb area around 6 o'clock, frightening trick-or-treaters and causing chaos in local traffic. And I did say hundreds. It's not just like someone's let the dog out. It's obviously something odd. So Ricky's driving. Ricky gets to act under pressure as a pile of dogs chase a pile of cats across the road in front of the car.
Okay. Hey, before we start that, I have a beginning of mystery move, the connect the dots.
Yep, we'll get to that as soon as we do this.
Okay.
Because I've
Good
got,
deal.
yeah, I've got it.
All right. All right. So what am I doing? I'm acting what?
Act under pressure. So it's cool unless you've got some playbook ability.
All right. Oh, roll the 12. So it's an 11 because I have a -1 cool.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, you would avoid the dogs and not sort of total the car or trash anything on the sidewalk or anything. Okay.
So Liam's like, "Jeez, what are you doing, man? Like,
I got this. I got this.
you can legally swerve. You can't legally swerve if there's a cat, right?
What, towards it? Okay.
Bonus points, whatever.
Okay, so only one of you has a start a mystery move, so connect the dots. We'll flash back to earlier today. So somehow the flake knew something was going to happen, or thought he knew something was going to happen. If you want to roll plus sharp.
All right.
Yep,
I got a 9 on the dice plus 2, so 11.
Oh, so you get to ask 3 questions. Oh no, hold 3.
Okay.
Hold during the mystery, yeah. So you can, yeah. All right. So you knew something was going to happen tonight. So you'll keep your eyes and ears open because that's your nature or whatever. Okay. So the news report seems to be true. You can see dogs and cats running all over the streets in this area you're headed towards on the party. You're going to keep going the party, or it's only sort of 2 streets away from here.
Yeah. Who's throwing the party? Is this somebody that we know? Is this
someone you went to college with?
All right, but not someone that was involved in the crazy shenanigans that brought us all together as a group. Just
No.
All right. Yeah. Well, what do you think, guys? Should we keep going to the party, or should we stop and take a look at what's going on with all these dogs here? Something very freaky is happening here. This is not normal.
Oh man, you always think something really freaky is going to happen. Can it just be
That's
simple?
because something freaky is always going to happen.
Look, I know. You've told me. I've read the blogs. But look, can't we just go out for one night and just act like we're regular, like, people?
Fine. Off we go.
All right, keep going. You have to stop and swerve several times as there's dogs on the street. That.
I think Taylor is sitting in the back seat and just shaking her head at this pair in front of him, and it's like we're not even equipped to capture 100 dogs. Like there's a city unit that's going to be getting calls right now for this. There's no point in getting involved.
All right. Taylor notices there's as you sort of drive past, suburbia, you can see like garden gnomes there. I don't know, 6 inches sort of tall, appear to be marching across the front of a lawn. Maybe someone's set up some animatronics or little robots or something. There seem to be a lot of them.
Okay, either I'm really high.
You're not that high. Because I'm looking at it too.
Right. Yeah, no, that's reassuring.
What's that?
The marching army of gnomes. I mean, I find gnomes hideous enough when they're not, when they're just sitting in your garden. But like,
it's the eyes, man. Like, I don't know what's going on behind those eyes. They follow you everywhere.
Okay. On the street corner, there's, obviously someone's got up in a troll costume. It's sort of big and green and hairy. And there's some college girls in, Sailor Moon costume doing in front, and they're doing selfies with this big, person in the troll costume.
You say troll costume, but I'm not sure it's a troll. It's a troll costume, right?
Oh, who's paranoid now?
You can stop and take a closer look if you want, or you can just
I'm sorry to say, Ricky, we are out to get you. That's.
Oh, hey man, turn it up! I love this song. Oh, it's so good.
I'm just surprised you let me into your car, Ricky. I mean, how many days are you going to spend sweeping this? After tonight.
Yeah, I have a CD player. It's not obviously original equipment. I've added it into the AM radio that came standard with the car, and it's playing Golden Earring Twilight Zone.
I thought for sure you were going to have an A-track.
Yeah. I don't think that was released on A-track, so unfortunately.
Alrighty.
So, hey Taylor, you think you've gone for a costume that conveys your subtlety this evening?
Yeah, well, I got out of work like 20 minutes ago, so I grabbed one of the fancy pens, and I think I'm gonna get away with it.
I gotcha, hiding in plain sight. You know all about that, don't you, Ricky?
All I know is that with the lame ass costumes you guys are wearing, obviously I'm the only one who's going to score tonight.
While you
That
playing
is a
football?
challenge, sir.
Yeah, let me take a look at this guy, this troll.
You're just generally having a look. So, I mean, are you going to go up and say anything, or are you just going to get out of the car and have a sort of closer look?
I think I'm gonna get out and just have a closer look. I'm not gonna talk to him until I'm pretty sure there's something wrong going on.
Okay. He, she, whatever, person in troll costume. You can smell a bit like potpourri or sort of garden mulch sort of smell. The Sailor Moon girls, done a dozen selfies and then they've pranced off down the street.
Okay, I'm gonna maybe take out my smartphone and get a picture, but I'm gonna turn on the flash and see if that evokes any kind of reaction.
The troll person, costume person, turns to you and does the Sailor Moon sign.
Okay.
And then wanders towards a house in the street. Ricky, when
Yes.
you see the troll, you have a flash of you fighting a duel against something. What are you fighting and what do you see? Describe it for us.
A flash of fighting a duel against something.
Yes.
When I see the troll. I mean, something about the troll makes me think back to that mummy in the archaeology department and how we managed to put that down, and the makes me think of the time when both of these other guys were off in a different thing, and I had to fight it by myself, and I ended up pissing my pants and running.
It's fair enough. It's an honest reaction. Alrighty. Let's have a look. So, hang on, who's that? That's Liam. The troll wandered over to a house, and you realise that's where you used to live. And the troll seems to, person in the troll costume seems to rip the door handle off, so the door's hanging open, and then it wanders off.
Oh, I see the troll like literally ripping down like the door on my old home.
Yeah.
And then just wandering off. Yeah. So Liam just sort of, guys, what the fuck is that? Do you guys see that?
No, I'm busy trying not to hit all these dogs.
Enough of that. Listen, pull over, okay?
We're like a half a block from the place.
Look, I know. Just pull over, okay? This is important. Really.
Fine.
And like Liam just like gets out of the car as soon as he can. Like he doesn't even basically wait for the car to come to a complete stop. It's just like, come on, get out of the car. Get out of the car.
All right.
It's a two-door, so whoever's in the back is going to have to wait for somebody in front to get out.
Yeah.
Dear. Okay.
And I'm sure the little lever on the side of the seat is a bit troublesome too, right?
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Okay.
You kind of have to climb up over the seat in the center and get out.
Oh, perfect.
All right, come on, MIB. Don't worry. Let me help you out. Here.
All right, there's some sort of kids in jammies running along down the street. There's a lady in a netball uniform. So, come on, you kids, get back inside. Get back inside. The lady will say, Taylor knew in college. How did you know this netball lady?
I think we used to date for a few months, but no, just I think
This didn't work out.
I was too busy doing studying and doing extracurricular activity for this strange new recruitment opportunity that no,
Yeah,
it didn't work out.
fair enough. Yeah, she's in a netball uniform and she's trying to direct the kids in jammies back into houses and stuff.
Ricky will step forward in his Thor costume, hold aloft Mjolnir, and say, "Hold, children! Go forth and listen to your mother!"
Liam's like, I'm not with him.
I wish I was not with him. Did we give her a name or
Caitlin, unless you have
Caitlin,
another idea. It's just
no? That's Grant, Caitlin. Sorry, Caitlin. He's already a bit in character.
all right. We'll go. It was Ricky that was Thor, wasn't it? Yep. You can roll manipulate someone. I'll give you a situational +1 because kids like the Avengers and stuff.
That's going to be a 7 + 1 charm, so an 8.
I'd say if we'll go back inside, mister, but you have to twirl the hammer, otherwise you're not really Thor. Some of them are like, you're just pretending.
Yeah. And it's not a very good replica of Mjolnir. It's made out of not even styrofoam. It's made out of like cushion foam, and it's been spray painted. But when you spray paint that stuff, it kind of melts. So it's kind of melting a little bit around the edges. But I do have a little strap on it, so I say, "Behold!" and I start swinging it around, and it's kind of flopping because it doesn't have any weight to it, but it's good enough for kids.
Yeah,
I figure.
Yeah. That's right.
I kind of hit myself in the head with it a couple times.
You've killed your chances of making an impression on Caitlin, but the kids obey you and go back inside.
Behold the mighty Thor. Liam just sort of looks around and he's like, look, I've had enough of this. Like, we don't have time. Come on, we gotta go. And like Liam,
silence, Loki. Sorry.
I am so filtering your music collection whenever we get back in the car. So he charges off after toward the house.
I follow. We follow, I guess, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think do we know that you used to live here, Liam, or?
Let's see.
I mean, they may have helped you move.
Yeah. No, I think so. I think like when you see like that we're coming up on, hey, this is Liam's old place. Like I think that slowly dawns. So yeah, I think you probably would. You probably would know. And Liam's getting like more intense. Kind of, he sort of drops the facade, the sort of disaffected facade more as he gets closer, and he's kind of looking rather worried as he's going around the house, getting closer to the house.
Yeah. You can see the person in the troll costume making its way across the street. On the other side of the street, there's some people in Twilight, and I do mean Edward and Jacob and Bella Twilight, running down the road being chased by chihuahuas.
Fitting.
You when you sort of, because the door's ripped off to your old place, there's a young man in there, probably 20, and it dawns on you that he's the son. Liam and Ricky. He's the son of the rich family that where you stole the heirloom.
Okay.
and at first he appears a bit scared, and then when he sort of recognizes who you are, he looks a bit annoyed. He's like, "What the hell's going on?"
Look, we're here to. How do I explain it? Did you see a guy? Did you see the guy come through here? He was around the door. He was around the door here. Didn't you hear it? Didn't you see it?
Yeah, I heard it. Don't know what's going on. That wasn't you.
No. Why would I rip? Why would I rip off the door of this place?
How would he rip off the door of this place? Look at him.
Yeah, what he said.
Just get out. I'm going to call the cops.
I'm gonna like step in front and flash my badge and say, "It's okay. We're gonna take a look. Why don't you sit down on the couch and leave us through?"
Ixnay on the Archkay. This used to be my place, Taylor. Fine. Yeah. Whatever. Just lie down before you hurt yourself. We'll be in and out. A few minutes tops. That's it.
All right. We'll say Taylor roll manipulate someone.
Okay. Oh, I rolled an 11, and even with my -1 charm, that's a 10.
So you pull off this commanding suit thing well, and he's on. All right, and he's just sort of pops open a cherry coke or whatever, and it's just sort of looking around because he's keeping an eye on the other two.
So yeah, I guess I'll follow Liam's lead, given that he knows the place and was the first to spot the troll coming in here. So let's see if we can keep up, or at least find out where he's gone.
Yeah. Someone's rudely put other furniture in your old house. How rude is that?
Oh my goodness! They ruined this place. Oh, I bet you it was some of that feng shui crap.
Yeah, they changed some of the interior walls, but yeah, there's nothing mystical in here. It's just standard sort of IKEA furniture. Well, that's evil, but
Oh, look at this! They got rid of that. Like they got rid of the growing marks that my mom used to like put on the door frames, and like someone actually erased them. And like he's like, Liam doesn't know why it bothers him so much, but it totally does bother him. So he's just looking around, looking to see if anything's been disturbed, signs that like where this guy went through, what he was looking for, if any of the rooms have been sort of disturbed or left in disrepair.
Nope. It just looks like the door's ripped off its hinges, and then that's it. Nothing inside's been touched.
This is a bust.
Any sign of like footprints, either heavy or muddy or anything like that, showing the path to the house?
Did the troll go through the house, or did he?
Oh no, just through the garden
walking
to the front door, and then it wandered off to another house, and you can hear it rip a door off across the street.
Okay, I think this is a bust. I think we need to go and have a good long chat with this individual.
You can see some more cats and dogs run around across the street. They look like, some of them look like the garden gnomes are just sort of running along next to them.
I was expecting the garden gnomes to be riding on top of them like horses.
Yeah, there's some of that too.
Later on.
Oh, I need to be at least 4 Guinness deep for that.
I should probably call this in. given that it's not just dogs and cats anymore.
Yeah, it looks like we got a local rabble-rouser going around knocking off people's doors. Maybe he holds a grudge against carpenters.
All right. So while he's making the phone call, so Ricky and Liam, you notice that some of the garden gnomes aren't the usual chubby sort of hat-wearing garden gnomes. Some of them are sort of slender and they've got butterfly wings or dragonfly wings, and some of them are actually flying from garden to garden. They seem to be unlocking windows and letting dogs off leads and stuff like that.
Are there any nearby? Like, would there be any within like reach if I tried to go for one to try and pick one up?
Yeah, it's like 20 foot away. Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm going to try, and I'm really sort of on the way out because I wanna follow like I really want to follow this gentleman who's going around doors. So if there's one on the way, he'll do it, but otherwise he's focused on going after the each role character.
Yeah, you'd see some.
Yeah. Okay. So he's gonna try and grab one just to kind of take a look and see like what how's this working? Like, is it some kind of radio controlled thing or what?
Yeah, it's like 6 inches or 20 centimeters tall, slender looking garden gnome. Appears to be quite well made if it's a robot or something. It's wriggling around. Let me go! Let me go! Free the prisoners! We must free the prisoners!
Ugh. Eyes are so creepy. Ugh. Puts it down.
Yeah. They're but it's not normal garden gnome eyes. It's sort of 4 grey eyes on an upward slant.
It's like, ooh, that's just out of, so he kind of just on a whim, he'll sort of go like, okay, I'll play along. What prisoners?
The prisoners. And it points to locked doors and locked windows.
Okay. Weird.
In the background, you can hear the party music because you're only sort of, 4 houses down from the party you were going to. You can hear the doof, 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 doof sort of echo through the neighborhood.
Yeah, so Liam would like to head on down, and he's gonna call after like Taylor and Ricky, like, hey, you guys coming? Come on, we gotta find out what's going on.
So are there other like party going non-garden gnome people out on the street at this time?
A few, but they're sort of way
few.
outnumbered by loose cats and dogs. And
yeah, are people kind of like freaking out by the dogs and cats and the garden gnomes? Are they not noticing them? Or are they running in terror?
It's slowing down traffic, but it's Halloween. You kind of expect to see sort of weird crap. So yeah.
All right. Yeah, while we're walking down, I'm going to try to. So Ricky pulls out his smartphone and tries to get some pictures of some of these little flying things with the wings and the weird eyes and stuff.
Okay. Yes, they do show up on your camera.
All right. Good. Let's head to the party.
All right. So Taylor. All right. So yeah, the agency or whatever you want to call them will say, yep, keep an eye on the situation. Try and preserve innocent lives. If there is something sinister going on, keep us informed.
That's it. I would have imagined that with a general disturbance of this.
The police are aware of it, but yeah, and they're trying to sort of sort out traffic because there's pets all over the place, and
It's more the flying gnomes and stuff that I'd be more concerned with.
Yep. Well, you're in the middle of it, so do what you need to do, and we'll send some people on the way. But yeah, it might be half an hour or so at least.
Okay.
They
So-
also give you like a dot on the map, so about 3 streets away there's a weapons cache if you need to grab stuff.
Okay, I might be looking for something more along the lines of a fishing net.
Well, yeah, there'd be fishing nets and silver bullets and snakes, all sorts of crap, basically.
Yeah.
It's
Okay, I'll tell the guys that I'll be around to them later. I'm just gonna head around, get some stuff.
Did MIB headquarters tell you they were sending you any backup?
Not exactly. If only I had known to fill out the I-95 form 2 weeks in advance in triplicate, we would be fine. But I didn't, so
Bureaucracy's a bitch, man.
yeah.
While this is going on, while he's doing that, Ricky is on his smartphone. He's taking the pictures that he's got, and he's flipping through and trying to see if these resemble any kind of creatures from folklore or something like that. He's flipping through and trying to investigate this mystery.
Yep, that sounds like investigate a mystery. Let's have a look. So yeah, roll plus sharp.
All right, my sharp's +2. It's going to be 9 on the dice, so 11.
Okay.
So
yeah, hold 2.
Yep. What sort of creature is this?
They're fairies.
Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. And also, so I'm looking through and I'm trying to figure out what exactly would be causing an incursion of fey creatures like this. And so I'm going to try to figure out what they're going to do.
Well, yeah, that's kind of 2 different questions. So you want to know what's causing the incursion or what they're going to do?
I mean, yeah. What are they going to do? What would be causing? Why would they be here? What is their purpose for being here? So, yeah, what are they going to do? What are they going to do?
When you're looking it up, you kind of come across sort of the answers to both together. On Halloween or Samhain, Soween, however you want to pronounce it, the veil between the worlds is thin, and the fairies just wander around and have a big party. And that's why the Celts would wear masks, because that way the fairies would go, oh, they're just one of us, and not get hassled by the spirits, instead of, holy crap, there's a normie, let's pounce him.
Mm-hmm.
So
I am suddenly glad that I'm wearing a costume.
Yeah.
So yeah, I share that with those guys. I take the pictures and I pull up a little Wikipedia entry on fairies and show the little picture that looks very much like like a little woodcut engraving from the 1500s or something. It looks strikingly like these things here. And
yep.
Look, clearly this is what we're dealing with.
So I think Liam, when Ricky kind of shows that to Liam and kind of starts explaining it more and kind of going into like a bit more of the folklore, like Liam's going to take that opportunity to kind of look at, kind of reappraise the streets, kind of look around and see that there's disturbances being caused, that people aren't, that like this isn't just a party on the streets, like people are uncomfortable, it's holding up traffic, there are people worried. So he's gonna try and take a look around and see, like try and get more of a sense of whether this is a bad state of affairs or not.
Well, it's not necessarily sinister, but there are like 100 fairies that you can see, and at least two, yeah, people in really convincing troll costumes.
Yeah. One of which I've got a beeline for.
None of them appear to be directly hurting people, but people do seem to be getting hurt and confused a bit as a sort of side effect.
Hmm.
All right. So, and Taylor, you were going for a quick walk or drive to get the weapons or whatever?
Yeah, just around the corner to that cache to. I mean, I'm thinking the most useful thing is a couple of sturdy nets to see if we can stop some of these fairies, but until we find out any particular weakness of the trolls and fairies, I think that's the best thing we can do in the short term.
Okay, so you'll be, yeah, that's fine. You can get that stuff on the way back. All right, so Liam was going to come up to the dude in the troll costume.
So he's gonna like.
Well, I'll set the scene a bit. There's like a security grill on the window, and it just sort of reaches out a big hand, rips it off, mumbles something about freedom, and then sort of goes off down the street a bit. It's dark, fairly overcast, cold, because it's autumn.
Yeah, so Liam will kind of pull his jacket a little more around him, and he's like, "Hey, you, buddy! Hey, come back here! I want to talk to you. I want to talk to you a second."
He sort of turns around slowly and does a thinking he's supposed to do a Sailor Moon pose.
So he'll quirk an eyebrow at that. It's like, okay, listen, buddy, I get it's Halloween, it's a party, people are in a good mood. What's the deal with you ripping doors off hinges? That's not cool, okay?
Freedom. The smell of compost is overwhelming.
Oh, dude, buddy, seriously. Like, okay, like, I don't know where you've been sleeping, but like, this is this is not cool. You cannot go around ripping off doors, all right? Like, where are you from? Like, where'd you come from anyway? Freedom for what? Freedom for who?
Just scratches its head a bit. Freedom. And then goes back to wandering down the road.
It's it just blinks. Right. Okay. Sure.
And at that point, Taylor gets back. You can still hear the doof music from the party down the street.
So, I guess Ricky is maybe on the phone doing some research. Is that the case?
Yeah.
And
Yes.
And Liam is trying to talk a troll around to his way of things. So maybe I'll head up to him and kind of grab him and say, "Hey, I'm not sure he's returning. Maybe we just catch the small guys."
It's my
Hey,
old
I get that it pisses you off that he's tearing doors off walls, but he's not doing that much harm.
It's my old home, Taylor.
Yeah,
What
but
would
the
you do
door
if
is
it was your
gone.
old house?
I would, call my insurance company and start the ball rolling on that paperwork. Obviously.
For what it's worth, the guy who's living in your old house
wait,
is kind of like an asshole.
It's your old place, so who cares? I mean, yeah.
So Liam kind of like he shrugs and is like, yeah, sure. Whatever, man. Who cares, right?
Well, I didn't say who cares. I just say you shouldn't care.
Right. No, I got you, man. It's cool. calm, collected agent as ever.
No.
Let's
Dennis
go.
Street, Caitlin waves to, she's in the netball uniform and sort of waves to Taylor and then heads into the party you're all invited to. What do you
So anyway,
do?
I am not sentimental, Liam, right? That's what I'm telling myself right now.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's a sturdy net. We're gonna go catch some of these things.
Just holds the net,
Flying
just
around.
like, they take you through this in basic training.
We did actually do this in uh, aerial hunting techniques 202.
Yeah.
The agency is big on training.
Do people want a drink or toilet break? Or are you good? Or?
Good here?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. All right, so you're going to use these butterfly nets to try and catch some fairies. I mean, they're nimble. They're trying to get out of the way. So it's probably just sure what the role for that would be. If there is a role. Cool. We'll say just roll 2d6 plus cool.
Let's see how
Good at that.
good we can make it look. If we can sell this to people.
I think it's more if you sort of panic, they pick up on your pheromones and dart away.
Okay, I got a 9, so that is a 12.
Oh my. I got an 11, 13.
Yikes.
Wow.
6 and a 5.
Oh,
We're pretty fucking cool, I think, is the long and the short of
I
it.
apparently am very good with a net.
Alright, so what did Ricky get?
Oh, Ricky wasn't trying to catch him with a net. He thinks that's a crazy thing to be doing.
Okay. Taylor and Liam managed to get 2 each in a net. Just waited for the right moment and boof. All right, so you've caught 2 fairies each.
And I think without any, proper containment things, maybe we get a wheelie bin and chuck them in.
Who are you going to call? Someone else. Boom.
Yeah.
Yep. When their wings flutter, there's sort of glitter going everywhere.
I'm gonna have to get this suit dry cleaned, aren't I?
Well, on the plus side, it's the most fabulous you've looked all night.
Try ever. Except for that time when I was dressed up as a fairy when I was 6. I think that was the last time I looked this fabulous.
Ricky. Ricky, roll plus cool.
That is going to be a 4 minus 1, so 3.
Excellent. All right, you start sort of, tapping your hand on your side or clicking your fingers, tapping your feet to the music. You can head down the street, and you just find yourself wandering in that direction. Just can't get out of your head. Sounds good. It's helping you relax.
Tapping Mjolnir against my leg.
Maybe even air guitaring it. You're not in a daze. You just relax, and it seemed like the right thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, so Taylor and Liam would notice Ricky wandered towards the party. You've put the fairies in the wheelie bin.
I think, I think Liam is gonna sort of go, all right, fine. Where should we take this thing? I mean, we can't just leave it here.
Well, I think unless we have we rounded up all of the fairies that are on the street, Blake, or is there
Nah, there's stacks
a
of
lot
them.
more? Yeah. So that's what I was assuming. So it's going to be at least half an hour to an hour before we run out of targets. So yeah.
You could text the agency saying, "Look, you've put some in a containment thing." Snapshot the photo.
An improvised containment.
So good. Well,
Comes
I
the
think
land of
we've-
the ice and snow.
I think we've done about as much as we're going to be able to do on short notice. Come, the god of thunder beckons.
Hammer of the gods.
Yeah, you see Ricky head into the party.
I'm seriously second guessing my life choices right now.
Only now. Only now.
Don't say a word. Just follow the Viking.
And what can go wrong after that sentence? Okay. Okay. So you go into the party. It's someone you went to college with. My cat's meowing at me. So yeah, I mean, Ricky can stop himself and talk and turn around, and that's just when he relaxes. He just finds himself sort of going along with the music.
Yeah, the Sailor Moons anywhere in sight?
Or is there what?
Are the Sailor Moons anywhere in sight?
Yep, they're up on. Everyone seems to be dancing out the back. It's a fairly big place. Yeah, it's quite a lot of people dancing. Liam, you see someone from college you had a crush on. Who's that?
Oh, yeah. This is Sarah. Sarah, she studied political science, and
Bad choice, man.
yeah, and Liam was not the most political or the most scientific, so didn't really last for long, but always held a bit of a flame.
She's dressed as Black Widow. She looks pretty good. She's dancing.
Oh man, please tell me she's not dancing with Thor.
Ricky has noticed her and has diverted his course from the Sailor Moons. He does that. Natasha!
Oh no. Yeah, so immediately Liam's gonna come up and it's like, dude, what are you doing? Like, really? Like, here? Now? No, this is not. Hi, Sarah. Sorry. How are you?
Good. Just dance with us. Dance with us. Come on. It's great. They're all sort of dancing away.
Yeah, sure. Dancing. Okay. He'll try.
Taylor, a friend of yours is dancing as well. She sort of comes up. Hey, you going to come dance with us? She seems a bit tired.
Let's see. Her name is Amy.
Yep.
I think Taylor is distracted. He's kind of looking out the window, maybe nursing a drink, trying to convince himself that he is right to have come into the party and not stayed out catching fairies. But he turn around and say, "Hey, how's it going?" No, I'm not really in the mood. I didn't bring my dancing shoes.
Oh, that's a shame. She's still sort of dancing in front of you while she's talking to you. because you are a bit more sort of cool and collected, you would have noticed. She's sweating a little bit, seems a bit tired. But you sort of look around and you notice most people are dancing. Instead of sort of 50% of people dancing and everyone else sort of going to get a drink or watching or just chatting quietly inside, it's 99% of the people are actually up dancing, and some of them look sweaty and tired. And Amy's saying, you know, oh, it's great. We've been dancing. I can't get this music out of my head.
Now that is more unusual than fairies flying down the street, in my experience.
There's quite a few. Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, like, do I recognize the music? Is it like a normal mix, or is it something a bit strange?
Doesn't just. It's obviously a mashup of someone have done of different songs. There's a bit of Led Zeppelin. There's a bit of Backstreet Boys. There's all sorts of stuff mashed in there. It's a crime against music, but you know, what are you going to do?
So if I suggest to Amy that she should sit on the couch and have some water and just chill for a while, is she resistant to that, or?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Yeah. All right. So roll manipulate someone.
Okay.
You're a friend, so I'll give you a +1 because you know you had some solid times together.
Roll. That is a 7. So it's +1 -1. So that is a 7.
All right. We'll chat for a bit, but you got to come up and dance later.
Okay.
All right. And
you can
she'll
grab me later.
But she's still kind of tapping her hands and tapping her feet. You would all notice there's quite a few people seem to have gone with some sort of ancient Greek sort of theme with their costumes. There's some that look like dryads. They've got like vines, leaves in their hair, and sort of brown or green and tinted skin. There's some look like some sort of satyr costumes. They've got the whole goat legs and you know the horns and the hair, and yeah, these people really put a lot of effort into their costumes. They're all dancing, encouraging other people to come up and dance.
We're just going to head up to the guys and maybe draw them aside from their competitive instincts for a moment, if I can.
Yeah.
I will. Essentially, I'm saving Sarah from their attentions, right?
What are you implying, sir?
There's something really weird going on here.
What are you talking about, man? It's a party. Weird stuff goes on in every party.
When's the last time you saw virtually everyone dancing at anything?
And Liam's gonna like kind of consider like the music is terrible.
Yeah. And I think Taylor has to stop himself from tapping his toe. It's maybe a little bit infectious, right? Holy shit, that's the Backstreet Boys. I cannot be caught tapping a foot to that. Yeah, there's something going on here. Like, and those satyrs look as suspiciously good as the trolls were earlier.
Yeah, right. The costumes do look pretty good.
And I really want to know how their knees go backwards like that.
Yeah.
Is that real fur?
Pardon me. It's you can tell they're, unless they've got prosthetic limbs, then they're real goat legs. They're not human legs in a costume. There's no way it could be.
Even Thor had a wig.
What's Ricky up to?
Thor, by the way, is singing full blast with the Backstreet Boys. Tell me why into Mjolnir like it's a microphone, and singing, trying to get a duet going with Black Widow. He's totally, absolutely oblivious of the fact there's anything weird going on right now. He's totally into party mode.
Okay.
Liam rolled his eyes at Taylor.
Sheesh. Yeah.
I mean, this is the kind of thing we're really worried about. You know, uncontrolled singing along to whatever the hell this song is.
All right, Ricky, you notice one of the dryads, or person dressed like a dryad, they sort of move, and their eyes are just like your mum's. How does that make you feel?
I'm sorry, their eyes are just like what?
Your mother's.
My mother's eyes.
Mm.
Ooh, that makes me feel kind of confused because they're dressed like dryads, so I'm probably having some kind of biological reaction, and then I see my mom's eyes. That's going to make me feel a little icky.
Fair enough. All right. You also notice that Taylor is not dancing. And you would all hear that every now and then when there's a bit of a silence in the music, there's actually a clacking sound of when the people in satyr costumes, goat hooves hit the dance floor.
Man, whoever's managing that sound system is doing a terrible job. Do you hear that? Like that tick, tick, tick.
That's the hooves. I think they're called hooves.
That's strange. Liam, would this be this area that we're in? Like, this is like, would this be like Liam's like local neighborhood?
Yeah, probably about 10 streets away, same suburb.
So would he would he be able to kind of know people here at the party in such a way that he would know if people are acting unusual or unlike the way they normally would? Like, do I see people who I would normally know as being like very reserved or very like uptight and not really doing stuff like this? Do I notice people like them kind of getting involved?
Yeah, we'll say Sarah doesn't normally dance, and she's clearly up dancing, not only dancing but singing with Thor.
Okay. That could be down to his natural Viking charisma.
It's all in the wig.
It could be.
Yeah. Thor, by the way, has stopped singing when he saw his mom's eyes on the hot dryad, and that kind of like snapped him out of it a bit. And he's kind of looking around now, and his paranoid nature is starting to reassert itself.
Yeah, that's fine.
Somewhat. Was it, guys? Have you noticed these costumes? These are like ridiculously good.
They're no.
Yeah, they're a little. Yeah, some of them are a little too good.
Oh, there's a guy who went to college with called Emilio, and he's like, I've seen his costumes before, man. I've seen better. They're not even very good. He chugs down a Budweiser.
Yes, Emilio. Yes, of course. You've seen better. You always have seen better. God, I hated that guy.
Some of us read real news. We don't just make up stuff, These aren't even good costumes, man. This party's lame.
Is Emilio in costume?
No.
Ah, dang it.
Whose house is this? I want to find out who's throwing the party and see where they are.
House.
Do we see that person around anywhere?
Yeah, they've got up dancing again. Although it's obvious she's tired.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, Ricky? You want to find out if she knows everyone here, or
I want to find out who invited, if she invited those people, the satyrs and the dryads and stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make my way through the crowd over to where she is.
All right. Yep. So she's dancing with some of the satyrs and dryads, as well as some Sailor Moon girls, and yeah, they're all up dancing. Yeah, they're fine. They live. I've seen them around. They're cool. They've been here dancing away. They're cool. Come and dance with us.
They're cool. Yeah. Hey, great party. When did you do you actually know these guys from before tonight? Or did they kind of crash the party?
I don't remember, but it's cool. They're not causing any problems and stuff. And she's dancing away.
But you look really tired.
Hey, I'm cool. I'm still young. I can still dance. It's all good. Taylor and Liam, you get your reminders about the other party you invited to in the Parklands. It's for 10 o'clock. It's now about 8:30.
Okay. So there was a second party we were invited to.
Yeah, I mean, you probably got invited to like 5, but you sort of
yeah
go to the bottom 3 because that rubbish.
Well, Liam's gonna see. He's gonna like sit down, like get a drink, sit down next to Emilio, and kind of quiz him a little. He's like, "Hey, Emilio, scooch over a second."
Yep. What's up?
Hey, listen. Do you know those guys over there? I was just trying to piece together. Usually, I'm pretty good at putting names to faces, but I don't know any. Like Liam indicates, like the satyr people. And he's like,
it's hard to figure out who they are. They've got those terrible costumes. I mean, they're not even. That's not even real goat fur, man. I mean, what's
Yeah, no, I get it, man. I'm just saying, like, do you know who they are? Like, do you have names for them, or like, do you know who invited them here? Like, what's their deal?
I call them posers, but I don't know them. No, I haven't seen them before.
Sure. Hey, you're a pretty connected guy. You know how to make a couple of inquiries down here, right? You think you could find out for me?
Yeah, I can ask around.
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind, that'd be really cool. I'd just like to put a name here. The people I don't recognize, and, I like to have a handle on who's around the place.
Roll manipulate someone.
Okay. So that is plus charm. Ooh. That is an 8.
An 8. Okay. Sure, you know Sarah, don't you? You could put in a good word.
Man, I don't know. Sarah's pretty busy right now. Like she's really tearing up the place, but they need this information. Yeah.
You think about it, and I'll make some inquiries, and we'll talk again later.
Sure, Emilio. Sure.
So
you got it.
I'll start talking to people.
Easy come, easy go.
Does it look? I mean, I'm just wondering. Does it look like there's any good way of kind of breaking up this party, or kind of segregating the satyr guys from the rest, or is it all?
Not without some sort of fire alarm or something like that, because everyone's kind of dancing with everyone, and yeah, it's quite lively. It's also really loud, so it's hard to hear people talk even without going away from it a bit.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to say, where's the music coming from? Is there some DJ? They just have like an iPod on shuffle, or I'm going to try to find out where the music is.
It'd just be an iPad on shuffle, I think.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to make my way over to that, and Ricky's going to accidentally spill a beer on it to try to stop the music.
Yeah, no roll for that. You can do that. Yep.
All right. Does the music stop, and do people keep dancing?
yes, the music stops. Some of the dryads and satyrs start sort of singing and tapping, making their own sort of tune, and some people dance along with them. But like half the people just stop dancing straight away, and then people start sort of saying, "Hey, come to the parkland. It's going to be more partying later. Grab some nibbles, grab some drinks. Come to the parklands. Have a party with us there." So yeah, about half the party people start sort of making their way towards leaving the party. The some of the dryads give you a sort of dirty look, like, well, "What'd you do that for? You ruined our party. You got to come dance with us again." And they're sort of dancing in front of you. But one of them looks like one of them reminds you of your mum, so you're probably immune to that.
Like, oh.
So yeah, I'm gonna maybe
I make my way back over to these guys here. Yeah.
Maybe start to kind of clear the room a little bit of these the dryads and satyrs, saying, "Hey, the party's over, you better move on." See if they react to that kind of normal bouncer style activity that I think everyone does, right? Have you no homes to go to?
The two of the Sailor Moon girls will sort of pose with you for a selfie if you're willing.
Sure, why not?
Liam wants a photo on his phone immediately. Just like, let me just get a nice shot right there. That's perfect.
Okay. Yeah, a few of the people there are saying, yeah, we're going to go to the parklands later. More partying. We just, sip some water, grab something to eat, and then head to the parklands. And you can see people calling each other on their phones about it. But yeah, this party's definitely winding down. After another 10, 15, the dryads and satyrs left.
About how far away is this other party location? This
It's only like one suburb away, so it's 10 streets.
All right. So as everybody's filing out of this house and leaving to go make their way, I'm gonna go check and see if the dogs and cats are still all running up and down the street, if these people are being interfered with, or they're being chased, or they're even noticing it, or if they're kind of in sort of a get to the next party kind of trance situation, or what's going on.
There's still dogs and cats in the street, probably about half as much as before, because people have managed to catch up with them. There's a fair bit of we're just talking and singing and in a trance headed to the next party, because it's like 9, so they've all been drinking for 2 hours by this point. And
does it look like the satyrs and co are heading along to this parklands thing, or are they going their own way?
Headed straight in that direction. Emilio comes back and talks to Liam, I think it was. Says, "Yep, never seen any of these guys around here, but maybe they're international students. Who knows?" But
hey, Emilio, how come you weren't out there dancing with everybody?
Because I don't live in a fantasy world like some people. I live in reality. I do what's necessary to be an adult. You should try it sometime.
Mm.
How come you weren't out there dancing?
I know you're not talking to me, because I was dancing my ass off.
If you say. Anyway, remember our deal, Liam.
Yeah, no worries, Emilio. I'll come through. Don't worry. I'll hold up my end of the bargain. Well, back
If we
to
could take a
reality.
sample of Emilio's boring and pretentiousness, we might be able to vaccinate people. What do you think?
I like that idea. Hey, by the way, Ricky, did you have anything to do with that music spontaneously stopping?
Yeah, that was me.
Nice work.
I was going to just plug it out because, we might have been able to sample the music to see if there's something going on, but no. Spilling beer, I guess, short-term solution.
I was about ready to burn the place down if I heard NSYNC one more time.
Really? I saw you dancing to that track.
Oh, quit playing games with my heart, Taylor.
Is that the name of the track? I have to bow to your superior knowledge of this kind of thing.
So anyway, party, right? We want to keep this party train going and see where the crazy ends up?
The Parklands, I presume.
Yeah. The Parklands.
Down the street, you can see Emilio yell at a troll saying, "Your costume sucks! Get a life!"
Oh, Emilio, I can't stay mad at you.
Yes, we can.
I wouldn't stick with that slogan, buddy. It's not a goer.
No,
All right.
no.
Okay, so Ricky is trying to piece things together here using his flake ability to connect the dots. And
I think 2 hold or so.
I think I had 3 hold, and so I want to think if Emilio there is connected to current events more than he's saying. It's kind of suspicious to me that everybody else seemed to be ensorcelled by this desire to dance, and he was just being douchey.
Yeah. No, you don't think he knows something. His head's just firmly up his ass.
Okay.
His secret identity is that he's an ass.
The fact that he, tried to provoke a troll is probably a giveaway that he really doesn't have inside knowledge.
Yeah.
You gonna use another question, or are you gonna hold it for a while?
I'll hold it for a while.
All right. So what are y'all doing?
Are the trolls still ripping apart houses here
They just take like the locks off or the security windows off.
Yeah. Have we seen anything come out of any of these houses that they're supposed to be freeing something from? Like after that
dogs,
happens, do we
cats, kids in jammies?
Okay. All right.
The gnome kept saying something about prisoners. I can't believe I just said that sentence out loud.
Put it on a business card.
Man. Yeah, they mentioned something about prisoners, or that troll-looking guy. He kept talking about like freedom. Think maybe they're looking for. Think maybe he's looking for something. Whatever it is, he's not finding it.
You don't think they were just opening every door and freeing every leashed animal they could find? You think they were after someone or something specific?
Well, I mean, actually, yeah. We saw dogs and cats coming out of the homes that were opened.
Yes.
Right. Oh, well, you do have a point, actually. Really? You think this is all? Really? You think this is all about cats and dogs?
No, I'm just saying they're maybe acting out some instinct to not be bound by convention or not have locked doors and all that kind of stuff.
Down the street, a black van pulls up. Thor and Loki jump out. Loki points at Thor and says, "I'll see you at the Parklands, brother." And Thor says, "We've got weed!" And they jump back in the van, and the van speeds off.
I didn't know you had a twin.
His hair looked real.
Oh.
How about you, Ricky? What do you think? What do you make of all this?
Well, so it seems to me that we have two related but separate things. We have the gnomes and the fae type creatures running around, which seems to be more of a Celtic or Germanic folklore, and then we have the Greek dryads and satyrs, and they don't seem to be involved in the exact same working towards the same ends. The party faction seems to be interested in partying, and the other ones seem to be interested in freeing children and pets. And I'm still trying to piece together exactly what they have to do with each other, if anything.
I mean, I guess
there's a message on Twitter. There's a guy, like a live journal blogger called Duncan. He's like, "Oh, the best party, most authentic Halloween party ever is happening at the Parklands tonight. Tune in 10 minutes time." He's just blurting that out to everybody.
Most authentic. That doesn't sound good. I mean, not from a hipster point of view. I mean, from a supernatural point of view, most authentic. Right? That gives me a warm feeling.
Well,
You think it's
whatever
some-
else, I think we should make our way to the Parklands, because if something hinky is going on, that seems to be where it's going to be happening.
Sounds good. Should we make our way there?
Yeah. Are the trolls and the gnomes and the dogs and the cats and the kids, are they all generally heading in that same direction, or are they just kind of scattering randomly?
The trolls and the gnomes are. The kids aren't. The kids are being, rapidly herded back inside by whichever adult is nearest to them.
Right.
Run, kids.
Where is it?
Hey, Ricky, I got a question for you.
Shoot.
Like, do you think this is some kind of weird Pied Piper crap? Like, is it a good idea that we're following all of this to, like, one particular place?
I mean, if there's something bad that's going to happen, it's probably best that some people who have some experience dealing with bad stuff like that are on hand to kind of try to stop it from happening.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, this is probably the first and last time I'm going to say this willingly. I think I agree with Ricky.
Why wasn't I recording? Saved for prosperity.
So, I mean, I don't know about you guys, but that whole scenario was pretty weirded out. I'll be honest with you, I kind of felt a bit of a compulsion there towards that dancing, and if everybody's under that kind of, I don't want to say some kind of a spell or something, usually that doesn't end well. So, I mean, I think we should make our way over there and try to stop that.
Yeah. You got a point,
Let's
I guess.
have a quick toilet break. If you want to grab a drink or a toilet, yeah, just go for it. Just like 5 minutes, if that's all right.
Yep.
No worries.
Cool.
Just wait for the others to get back.
Yeah, no problem.
All right. Welcome back, everyone.
Yeah. Ready.
Okay. All right. So are we going to head to the Parklands, or say, bugger this, we're leaving the city, or go to a movie? What are you doing?
Make new career choices. Yeah, I think the Parklands. I think Parklands is a good idea. What about the rest of you?
Yeah, me too. I think Ricky is on board too. Are you?
Yeah, I'm already on my way back to the Pinto.
Yeah. Shotgun.
Ah, damn it! Ah, always missed the shot. Fine.
Alrighty. Okay. So by this point, it's sort of 9:30. Only 10 streets. Yeah, you have to stop a couple of times to let kids and jammies running around or dogs get out of the way. You do see the odd patrol car go past trying to direct, people, police directing traffic and stuff. Okay. So you get to the Parklands. Oddly enough, there's lots of trees. As you can see, quite a few people headed into the parks. There's sort of music at various spots. Yeah. I'm guessing one or more of you may have been in the Parklands before. Any of it, does it bring back a special memory or a horrible memory for somebody? Or
yeah, I used to like Liam. Liam used to hang out quite a bit at the Parklands. He actually he met one of his partners that he used to do jobs with here in the Parklands once, and pardon me, called Trip, and they used to come here drinking in the evenings, and then but that was before. And Liam and Trip don't really see eye to eye these days. I don't really see eye to eye much anymore. But he still kind of remembers that.
okay. Anyone else? Or?
I think when Taylor and Caitlin were still going out, the kind of the only definite time that they ever had for sure was their kind of morning jog. And then Taylor was too busy to do normal relationship stuff. So this is where this is where Caitlin dumped him. At the end of a jog.
Oh.
And the Parklands was where Ricky, when he was a little kid, first started looking for Bigfoot. Like he was 8, and he'd go out there and sneak out of his house at night and try to find Bigfoot out there in the trees, but sadly he never did.
We never know. Tonight might be a night.
It might be the night. Fulfill a childhood dream.
Or nightmare. Okay. In the Parklands, are you just kind of wander around aimlessly, or are you headed for like the memorial statue, or you're going to follow your jogging trail?
Is there somewhere mentioned specifically in the party invite?
No,
Okay.
that would be rational. You're expecting a bit much from partygoers there. You can just listen and follow the music though if you want to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, head towards where the music is loudest, and there's people in groups of 7 to 20 playing iPods and podcasting, live streaming their party and doing live video footage of each other dancing and chatting away.
Is there any indication that the party is like, is this very much an impromptu kind of thing, or does it look like there's been this has been pre-prepared, or like anything that would indicate that there was any kind of organization behind the gathering here, or does it just seem like
not that you've seen so far? It just looks like people rocking up and drinking and playing music together.
Impromptu.
But you've only just sort of gone 100 meters in, sort of thing.
Okay.
You're going to talk to people there, or just keep going further in, or?
I might suggest to the other two, hey, I think I'm gonna make a few inquiries, like say a couple of hellos, see what I can find out. You guys gonna come with, or do you want to go on ahead?
I think
we should go on ahead.
Yeah.
All right, I can catch up with you. I'll catch up with you further on down. I'll see what I can find out for you.
Great.
All right.
So if anyone asks, Ricky, I am Agent Coulson, right?
Right.
So Taylor and Ricky, heading further into the parklands. A mummy jumps out from the bushes. You can both act under pressure.
Flashback.
Yeah. Act under pressure is cool. So that's going to be a 7.
I got boxcars, so that's only a 15.
All right, so you fight the urge to run, and the mummy pulls out from its bandages little baggies. Want some weed? No, I'm buying. All right, damn it. Makes its way back into the bushes.
He's gonna end up like, I don't know, with his brains out all over the place. There's gonna be some very not cool people in a few hours.
Okay. Liam, you're chatting to some partygoers.
Mm-hmm.
About anything in particular, or are you just thinking, no, I'm just going to party, the other two can go fight crime and stuff?
No, he's gonna, like, he's kind of getting up to a few people, sort of like saying, hey, nice to see you, man. Like, come a long way down. Like, who invited you here? Who did you follow to come here? Like, what's some of the weirdest stuff you've seen tonight?
It's sounding like investigate a mystery, so yep, you can roll that.
Alrighty. What is investigate a mystery? Sharp. Ooh, that is a 8.
8, okay. Yep, so
Okay.
1. Oh yeah, they'll tell you, there's, they got 3 different invites from different social media platforms, and everybody did. And it didn't really seem anybody was organising it as much as everyone was tossing around the idea of having parties in the parklands. But they all sort of spawned midday today. Before today, no one sort of mentioned anything about it.
Okay. So, all right. So this all kind of happened somewhat spontaneously then?
Yeah. Like,
okay.
viral internet sort of thing.
Sure.
Is there a question from Investigator Mystery you want to ask, or?
Let's see. I guess I would ask what's being concealed here. So I guess, has anybody noticed anyone?
Yep, they would mention they saw some weird costumes. They couldn't place sort of what movie or trilogy or whatever it's from. People in weird costumes headed sort of deeper into the parklands, where the woods are a bit thicker.
Okay. And Liam's like, kind of, yeah, no, that's cool, but thanks very much. Enjoy the party. And he's going to look to see. He's going to look to find Sarah. And while he's doing that, he's going to send a text to. He's going to send a text to Ricky. And just let him know, like, might be some more might be a lead deeper into the woodlands. Meet you there, Liam.
Ricky texts back, message received.
All right, and you guys going to turn around and run out of the woods, or are you going to go further in, or what are you doing?
Always go deeper.
Yeah.
Like, we're going to get that weed, we're going to go up a tree, and we're staying there.
Yep.
Yeah, we're going to find the damn monsters and stop them.
All right. All right, so further in. You who was it? All right, Taylor, you're going away through the trees and the bushes and stuff, and you see Amy tied up to a tree.
Okay. I'll head over to her straight away.
It's not with rope. It appears to be sort of, well, it looks a bit like rope, but it's kind of blue and purple glowing. Some sort of magical cord that has bound her to the tree.
Okay. Does it look like I could cut it, or?
No, you sort of touch it and it sort of vibrates.
Okay. Can I guess have a look around, see how it's attached to her or how it's attached to the tree, see if I can figure out a way to get her out of it.
Yeah. It appears to be tied to some sort of a plate at the back of the tree, and there's sigils in it.
So maybe I'll call.
What happened here? I'll ask her. What happened here? How'd you get tied up here? Who did this?
She appears to be a bit out of it. She's quite drowsy.
Could I push to read a bad situation on this, or?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm rolling plus cool because I took that move.
Okay.
And yeah, that's a 10 plus.
Yeah.
So, I guess the first question is, what's the best way to protect the victim?
You've got to get her free, so you can either figure out how to unlock these sigils, or cut the tree down strategically so the bindings haven't got anything to grip onto.
Okay. And are there any other dangers?
Are there any other dangers? You do get the feeling you're being watched.
Yeah, I might call Ricky around to the other side of the tree to take a look at the sigils. It's probably more in his bailiwick.
Ricky would notice the sigils, when you touch them, they actually make different sounds. And maybe,
sounds.
yeah. You
Okay.
might be able to make different sounds to unlock them.
Yeah. So Ricky starts kind of experimenting and poking around. Do they follow the like the notes of a keyboard? Do they have some kind of odd sharps and flats and a scale that's different from the normal musical scale that
Yep.
Western music goes?
That'll be act under pressure, but we'll say sharp in this case.
All right. That's an 8 plus 2, so 10.
All right. So yep, you managed to play the right do 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 tune, and it unlocks them, and yeah, Sarah's free. The bindings sort of fall apart, and she starts to, what's going on? What's going on? And that's when two creatures leap out of the trees, heading for you two. Was Liam trying to catch up with you two, or was he just taking a
Liam went looking for Sarah while texting, but unless he found her specifically, he would have gone. He would go to catch up with them, so he'd probably arrive a little bit late.
No worries. So these creatures, they're about 7 foot tall. They appear to have like 4 spider eyes and sort of big 3 claws, and they kind of go ambling towards you. They don't appear terribly friendly. What are you doing?
I'm gonna pull my sidearm, and I left the assault rifle in the car, but not my 9mm. And I'm gonna shoot them in the face.
All right, that's kick some ass. If ever I ever heard it.
That is a 9. Unless Ricky can help.
Yes, Ricky is also going to help. He's going to try to distract them by throwing his large foam hammer at them.
So that would be all right. So Ricky rolls help out.
Yep. So this plus cool. That's going to be a 7 on the die. My cool is -1, so that's a big whopping 6. So I get experienced for wielding my hammer.
Yeah.
But they're probably more used to that sort of thing, so they're expecting a big attack. So okay. So
that's I'm still on the 7 to 9 in that case.
Yeah. So you
I think we just exchange harm, right?
Yep. So you wound one. He sort of slices your suit. So you've got a big tear in your suit, and you're smacked it back against a tree, and 1 harm.
Okay. Is that? Yeah. I know I usually start with like 1 armor or 2 armor if I want, but I'm assuming I wouldn't have worn the armor to a party, right?
You could have had a vest, I guess, but sort of not. I could say
that's
1 point.
That's what I get for. I'll take that.
Yeah, I'd allow 1 point vest under a suit. That's fine, without sort of being too obvious. But maybe you sort of geared up on the way to the Parklands because you were expecting trouble.
I guess that's reasonable, especially if there was a cache near to the party house anyway.
Yeah, you would have had time to grab it, so that's reasonable. No, but it still slashes your suit, which sucks.
That's totally uncalled for.
Okay.
Right. We still have a civilian here who's just come out of some kind of magical grogginess. So while these big, scary-looking things are attacking, I am going to make sure that
run away is the technical term.
No. I'm gonna like stand between her and the big scary things and attempt to protect.
She hasn't clocked that it's a monster. She still thinks, because she's was groggy, but still knows it's Halloween, so she still thinks, oh, it's some arsehole in a costume being an arsehole, you know.
Yeah. So I'm gonna
never trust ourselves in costumes. That's what I say.
Ricky, you've lost your hammer. What are you doing now?
So I did have also a 9mm tucked into the back, so it was underneath the cape, so you couldn't really see it. I retrieved that from the car, expecting we were going to be running into trouble.
Yep.
So I will draw that, and I guess I will attempt to fire at one of these big nasties.
Go for it. That's kick some ass.
Yep. That is a 6 on the dice, and my tough is 0, so that's another XP. Woo!
Oh man.
I am learning a lot about.
Do you want? Can I help you out on that?
Sure. Yeah, you could try.
Are you happy? Okay.
So what are you doing that helps him out?
Safety's on.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Just Snoop fires again.
Yeah. Okay, let me roll. Yeah.
You hear that sort of music in the background.
All right, so
that's now a 17 hone. So, all right, so I'll say you shot one, and it sort of grabs you and throws you up into the tree. So you're sort of hanging by your legs from the tree. You're not unconscious or anything.
Okay.
You're shaken but not hurt.
All right. Do the guns seem to be affecting these things? I mean, are they?
No. The bullet sort of hit them, and then the wounds slowly close back over.
Bloody hell. Yeah.
That's less than ideal.
Yeah, that is suboptimal.
Okay, I think we should go with plan B and run away.
All right, so we'll say Liam rocks up.
Okay. So what does he say?
Are you carrying a torch?
Yeah, actually, one of the pieces of gear he does have is a baseball bat. So I kind of like the idea that if he runs up and sees you two kind of fighting and protecting this innocent bystander, I think the first thing he's going to do is try to take a running swing. But what I'd like to do, could I help out with that?
Yep.
And could I spend a luck point for it?
All right, so it's automatically a 12.
Yep.
So
to roll 12 for it. So I think he's gonna run up with the baseball bat, and I think he's just, as the others are like fleeing to leave, he's gonna run up and point to one of the creatures and just go, "Hey, ugly, batter up!" Bang, and just the baseball bat across one of them to try and sort of keep their attention on him for the moment while the others get away.
Okay. Ricky, Taylor, are you running or what are you doing?
I'm still stuck up in a tree, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'm trying to right myself and climb down from the tree.
Yep. That's fine. You can do that.
Okay.
I guess I had grabbed Sarah and was about to start running, but then Liam charges in.
That was there. But yep.
Oh, sorry, Amy, and well, that's why I thought Liam was carrying a torch for Sarah. But then Liam jumps in with his baseball bat, and Ricky's stuck up a tree, so I'm not running. I'm just kind of trying to cover them, but knowing that the bullets will have little effect. So maybe I put the gun away and put out a knife.
All right. Ricky, you would remember that when you looked up before, a lot of the references to fairies mentioned they don't like iron.
Right.
But I'm guessing the base we're about to probably steel alloy. Not iron, but
Well,
yeah.
it'll be aluminium or wood,
Yeah.
probably. But will steel have an effect, or is it pure iron only?
Yeah, it's got to be iron.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, they're going to grab Liam because he got their attention. So 2 of them are going to grab Liam. Ricky, you going to do anything?
Yeah. So as I'm climbing down from the tree, I see the 2 of them grab him. So I'm going to try to jump down and land on one of them to help or to protect. I guess to protect Liam.
Yep.
So that is a 7 on the die. My tough is 0, so it's a 7.
Would my help have triggered for you on this one?
Yes, because they were focused on Liam. So yeah, it would.
Okay. So does that mean then he's basically treated as rolling a 12?
In that case, yeah. So yep, they've
Cool.
choose one. Yeah, so do you want to attract the aggro, Ricky, or do you just want to inflict harm on the enemy? Maybe you could knock them out, so you sort of jump on them in the way that you smack their head into the ground.
Sure.
All right, so one's okay. Taylor, what are you doing while this happened?
I'm gonna. I guess I don't know that the steel won't be effective, so I'm gonna go up behind the other one and stab them. Probably to little effect though.
All right.
Do you want me to roll, or
yeah, roll
to see how badly it could go? Right. It goes pretty badly. That is a 5.
All right. It sort of notices you swing for it, bats your hand away, and grabs you and runs deeper into the woods. So you're kind of grabbed under the arm and it's running deeper into the woods.
Okay.
Right. Amy's like, what the
That's-
hell's going on? What's with those assholes?
Yeah, you need to get out of this park now.
Don't have to tell me twice. She's gone.
The text Avery, just the smoke outlines.
Yeah, well, it's she's a monster hunter. She's gone.
Yep.
All right.
And me without my bug spray.
Yeah. So so Ricky says we need to find some iron somewhere. Fairies are susceptible to cold iron. I suppose room temperature iron might work, but bullets are crap. Your baseball bat, it's crap.
You did see what I did with it earlier, right? You got to admit that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. That thing's gonna wake up and it's gonna tear us apart. We got to go after Taylor. Let's go.
Right.
Chop,
yeah.
chop.
Cool.
And
okay.
Ricky starts running.
You noticed a cylinder of deodorant fell out of Amy's bag.
I'll go pick it up.
Right. And you're chasing after Taylor. Taylor, you're being carried by a big fairy creature deeper into the woods. You doing anything, or you gonna play possum?
Can I struggle? I'm gonna try to struggle free.
That would be act under pressure.
Okay.
I think. In this case, add tough.
Okay.
Or you trying to hurt him as a way of stopping him?
Well, I guess the kind of easiest way to do it would maybe be to stab the arm that's holding me. But if I'm being jostled, maybe that's a bit risky. I don't want to stab myself. So maybe
Kick
I
him
just
in the
kind
knee,
of,
try and kneecap him or something.
yeah. I maybe a lot of wriggling and kicking out and
No, it's
elbows everywhere, so.
Yeah, it still act under pressure, but we'll say tough.
Yeah. That is an 11.
All right, you do what you set out to do. All right, so he slows down and sort of trips over and it drops you. Yeah, you've got a moment to act.
Okay, I'm running.
Away from him, or
yeah, so back the way we came, back where the others are,
so
I'm
you
presuming.
run into these two. Liam has some deodorant on hand.
I like you just like yeah, just like Taylor, you okay? Like we were coming to rescue you.
Is it an
Just
aerosol? Is it a roll-on?
It's an aerosol.
I hope it's an aerosol because I have a Zippo lighter that wants to meet us.
Oh yes, and like tosses it to you.
All right. So, you hear a scream from further into the woods.
Oh, that's not good.
Human scream?
Yes, human scream.
Just one scream or like more than one voice?
A couple of voices. One of them sounded a little bit like Sarah.
Oh, that's not good at all. Become a monster hunter, they said. It'd be fun, they said. Actually, no one said that, but fine.
I think my recruitment officer might have said that.
All right, well, we're going to charge headfirst into danger?
Without any cold iron? Sure, why not?
I'm open to ideas. Did they happen to tell you while they were dragging you to certain doom?
No, they weren't talkative. Ricky, you have like a lucky horseshoe in your bag or
No,
something?
but I'm looking around. I'm looking around this park, these parklands. Sometimes there's like monuments, or I'm looking to see if there's any kind of like wrought iron fencing anywhere. That's what I'm scanning around looking for. Any kind of,
Sure.
like.
Yeah. There's an old fence, and there's like a fence post made just of iron because they went on the cheap with it, and it's 2 foot or 60 centimeters long. Yeah.
Boom. And I pointed out, and I'm like, there, right there. Help me get that off of there.
All right, hang on. Right. I think I can get this. You got anything to cut this stuff with? Here.
Just kick it loose.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're trying to bend loose the, break the thing, or if there's a loose bar or something, or an obviously broken weld or something, we're going to try to break one of the fence pieces loose.
Yep, that's fine. You can pull that out. It's been there for ages. No one's bothered to maintain it. You've now got a 2 foot iron baton.
Great. I toss it. Yeah, make sure give that to Taylor because he's the fighty guy.
Well, might be a bit of a stretch, but
All right, give it to Liam. He's the fighty guy. I know I'm not the fighty guy. I'm the thinky guy.
This is no time to be modest, Taylor. Let's put those the government spending to work.
Yeah, I did not take the attacking people with fence poles course because it seemed a bit fringe.
It's a corner case, I'll grant you.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go further in, I guess?
Yeah, I guess we follow the screams, right?
So you head in, you can see 2 more people timed up with those sort of magical bindings. One of them is Sarah. Is screaming, panicking, doesn't appear very happy. Next to her, tied up to another tree, is someone in a Bigfoot costume.
Bigfoot!
He's like, help me out, man. You can have my autograph, just help me out. It's obviously a guy in a suit. This is not a fairy creature.
Is it Emilio?
Yeah, why
Who's
not?
secretly
He finally decided to like just admit to himself.
All right,
So
so
he's
Ricky's going to go over and try to do the thing with the music notes on the back, like he did with.
Hang on.
Amy.
Before you can get to them, standing in front of them is the Backstreet Boys.
okay? We kill the Backstreet Boys and then we free the hostages. Right?
Target 1. Like,
yeah, clearly they are inhuman creatures from another dimension and must be destroyed.
Well, someone had a torch, I believe.
Metaphorical or actual?
No, actual. Didn't someone have an actual torch? No. Are you at a
I'm
Zippo
sure I'll
lighter?
have something.
Yeah, that's right. Once you have any sort of light source, they kind of look like the Backstreet Boys, but when you look at their eyes, it's just black. There's no white around the pupil or anything.
oh no.
They're like, anyone you don't like, we could make a deal. Help us help you.
Sorry,
I'm going
buddy.
to use one of my. I'm sorry. I'm going to use one of my other hold from Connect the Dots. And what does the monster want from this person? What's their agenda? What do they want?
Judging by the daggers and the way they're tied up, and it's getting close to midnight, they're probably going to sacrifice them or get blood from them, or both.
Yeah, I gathered that. I guess I was hoping to get some little gist as to what that was going to accomplish for them. Okay.
All right, no, that's fine. There's a gap in the trees behind, and there's some sort of monument. They've rigged up some other people too, and there's sort of a doorway that's sort of purple and wispy and sort of flickering in and out of vision. And you think maybe they're trying to solidify some portal to wherever they're from.
Gotcha.
Would it be dreadfully impolite of us to say, what do I want? And just lamp the guy over the head with the wrought iron bar?
Bigfoot you're talking about, yeah?
Backstreet Boy number 3.
Okay. Yeah, if you want.
I mean, I think this is where what we're feeling, right?
Oh, they look at Ricky and like, we could skin Bigfoot for you if you like. Yours for a bargain, 1 point of blood.
So we're not bargaining with these otherworldly creatures, right? That's what I'm getting from Ricky.
Yeah, all the research I've done says no, do not bargain with Fae.
Okay.
It's like on page 1. It's in big bold type.
Yeah. Make no promises. Okay, so basically, I'm going to try to maybe actually at the start, I'm just standing in between them and Ricky, who's going to try to free the hostages. And if they make a move, I'm going to lamp them.
Okay, so they make a move to lunge for you. Taylor.
Yeah.
Go for it.
Okay. That is a 7.
All right. Yep. So one of them tries to grab you, and you're gonna hit them with a post.
Yeah. Straight on the noggin.
Donk. All right. So your suit's just in tatters now. You take 1 harm, but yeah, it goes and staggers backwards. It does not like the cold iron at all. Liam.
Yeah, so he's gonna he's gonna back up Taylor. He's gonna go in on this. He's gonna go, all right, buddy, time to show you the meaning of being lonely. And then just
So what are you attacking with?
He's going to, let's see. He's just going to throw himself at them and try to just try to break them up or kind of throw off their choreography, I guess. For lack of a better word.
In between punching, they're doing the hand out roses move, swirling around, synchronized. No, okay, kick some ass.
Yeah. Okay.
You could try getting him with the aerosol plus Zippo, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fire
true.
with
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yeah. True. No, that's a good idea. Oh yes, that is a 12.
You can completely hold the advantage, so everyone gets +1 forward. You suffer no harm, or your inflict does double damage.
Okay.
Oh, hang on. Your attack drives the enemy away in a rout.
Oh, is
So
that
you
it?
could-
Do I?
If you did
Do
that,
I-
you'd probably go, shh, and, flame like 3 of them, and they just go
Oh, yeah.
and bolt, basically. If you want that option, it's up to you.
Oh yeah, yeah. I will absolutely take that for sure.
3 out of the 5. I think there were 5 Backstreet Boys. I don't remember.
Bye, bye, bye.
Ricky, what are you doing?
So I'm still trying to maneuver to get behind and free the people that are being held by the magical bonds. So,
Yep.
So that act under pressure, or
Yeah, that's how I act under pressure.
all right. That's an 8 on the dice, and my cool is -1, so it's a 7.
You can either get there and attract attention from the bad guys, or you can not get there because there's too many bad guys, and yeah, you stopped yourself.
Yeah, I'll get there and attract the attention of the bad guys.
All right. So you freed a couple of prisoners, but 2 of the bad guys are coming for you because they're like, you're ruining their fun.
Yeah. Just like in college.
Okay. Caitlin in her netball uniform comes running in. Take this, you sons of bitches! Smacks one of the Backstreet Boys with a baseball bat. The wound just heals back up because it's a aluminium baseball bat. She's like, what the hell? Taylor, you'll go.
I'm gonna smack this guy over the head with my iron to make him feel some pain.
Okay.
Okay. And that's a 7 as well.
Okay. You smack one. So you've hit him twice. So yep, he would go down. It's it's like when you've sprayed an insect and it's going on the floor, sort of thing, because it's just like the wound's festering and getting worse. So there's just 1 up going for Liam now. Liam, what are you doing?
So Liam's going to try and make a break to help. Where's Sarah? Where's Sarah at this particular point in time?
Oh, she's ahead on the monument that Ricky was going to go and help.
Okay, so
sorry,
I'm gonna.
Sorry, Sarah's right in front of you on the tree with Bigfoot.
Oh yeah, okay. So I'm gonna try and break away to help get them free, to try and help get them to safety.
All right. So the Backstreet Boy against you is trying to grab you and force you to do the synchronized move with it. Roll act under pressure.
Okay.
A fate worse than death. Joining in the dance routine.
Oh my quick bow chain is killed. Right, let's go. Oh no, that's a 6.
You can't resist the lure of the music. You find yourself being forced to dance along to do the Backstreet's Back or Right dance.
It's just so catchy.
Ricky, you freed 2 of them, but there are
guys, help! This is.
We'll say it's Loki and Evil Thor coming for you. They both look like they're going to pound your head in. What are you doing?
These are the ones that we saw earlier?
Yep.
Hey, you guys have that weed?
You notice these ones, look a little bit different. Their eyes are just all blacked out.
Ah, all right. Clearly not the same guys. Yeah, I'm going to. This looks like a bad situation, so I'm
One
going
of
to
them
try
is
to
sort of
figure out.
something about sacrifice.
I'm gonna. This looks like a bad situation, so I'm gonna try to figure out a good way to deal with this. That's gonna be a 7 on the dice plus 2, so a 9. What's my best way out?
They don't actually move that quickly, so run. You could run around them, lose them in the woods, and come back, sort of thing.
All right. Yeah. So I'll do that. I'll try to get them away from the rest of the group here.
Yeah, that's
Come, you fake Asgardians, follow me into the woods. Pretenders to the throne of Asgard. And then I turn and run like hell.
All right. They start sort of walking after you quickly. So there's just the one going for Liam now. Caitlin tries to hit him again, but doesn't seem to have an effect. It turns around from Liam towards Caitlin, goes to grab her. Taylor, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm gonna grab him and try to smash his head in with my fence pole. I'm not playing around with these things.
No, that's fair enough.
If I've got the weapon of power, such as we can call a fence, that is a 9.
All right.
So it's just exchange of harm, is it?
So you've harmed it, so it's hurt, but it's pinning you to the ground. Liam, what are you doing?
Dancing. Muted.
I am just. It's so. I'm caught in the dance moves, and I see Taylor being like sort of pinned down by this slavering thing, and I just want to it's like trying to fight to get it off him, to kind of to fight the compulsion to keep dancing and just wail on this thing on top of him.
Admit it, you're fighting the compulsion to take a picture, right?
Bigfoot takes off his mask helmet thing and throws it at the creature. So leave him alone, you jerk!
Nice thinking.
All right.
Yeah, gonna try and protect. Gonna try and working to keep Taylor safe.
Would that be keep Taylor swiftly? No. Okay.
Oh no.
You the creature sort of cocks its head and says, "We'll be back," and runs towards the monument. All right. Ricky, you've led them on a merry chase, come back. You managed to free 2 of the people strapped to the monument. The portal door thing is sort of flickering. One of the bug-eyed creatures sort of looks at you and it goes to head for the portal. You're going to stop it or leave it, or?
Yeah, I don't think I have any way to stop it. I don't have a flamethrower or a iron rod, so I guess I'll just kind of watch it go. But
right. It says something to you that your first teacher used to say. What is it?
It says to me, life is not always gonna be recess.
All right, that's what it says. And then jumps through the portal. It looks like... nice work. Okay, that looks like the bad guys have gone. Amy ran also. Sarah and Emilio the Bigfoot are free. When Emilio sees in the Bigfoot costume, sees Ricky and says, "Look, sorry about before, man. I appreciate what you've done for me tonight."
Yeah, that's really not a very good costume, man.
Yeah, I guess I deserve that. Can we get the hell out of these woods?
Absolutely. Did this? So what? Like, what time is it? Is it like midnight? Did they
Now
like
it's
miss
like
a
midnight.
deadline or something? What's
It's like
that?
midnight now.
Yeah. Does the portal like did the portal like disappear or something?
Yes.
Or...
Yep. As soon as it turned midnight.
All right. Good deal. All right. Yeah. So make sure everybody that was potentially tied up or prisoner gets cut loose, and yeah, make our way out of here.
Yep. And what's his face? Amy's waiting on the edge of the woods. Everyone else would have got out of there. Sort of 12:30 by the time you get people out of there. There's still some people partying in there. They seem oblivious to the deeper dangers. And yeah, before we do end of the session, anyone want to say anything or in character?
I think Liam will probably just take a moment to check with Sarah and like, you okay?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm glad you're okay. And she gives Ricky a big hug.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm okay too.
I kind of lean to the side and I kind of say in a stage whisper, "It's the hair. Chicks love the long hair."
Yes. All of my yes.
Caitlin says to Taylor, "What the hell's going on?"
I'm sure that if I told you, you wouldn't believe me. But this is what I deal with 9 to 5 most days.
Still seems easier than running a netball team. So yeah, maybe you'll step up one day.
You can never forgive me, huh?
You can buy me a drink
Make
sometime.
one passing comment.
You can buy me a drink sometime. Be good to catch up.
Sure.
All right. And we'll do end of session moves.
Okay.
Did we conclude the current mystery? Yes. Everyone mark an experience point. Did we save someone from certain death? You saved quite a few people, so yes, definitely all one there. Did we learn something new and important about the world? You kind of learned something old again. So yes. And for any failures, you got one each for them too. Anyone did something particularly memorable you think they deserve an extra sort of XP for awesome role playing?
I still have the music of the Norse gods in my head. I think I've got to give it to Ricky.
The immigrant song for the wind.
Yeah.
No worries. Any other nominations? Or? That's right. Yeah. Yeah, that all went well. Any feedback, good, bad, whatever?
Yeah, it was a fun time. It was a good time.
I think we had fun.
Yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. It was a good time.
Yeah. definitely for the kind of like the comic relief episode of a run of Supernatural or Buffy. Definitely hit all the notes that that those episodes have. So and those are my favorites. So
yeah, I mean, there's some human sacrifice at least implied, if not attempted at. So you got to put a bit of light stuff in, otherwise it's like, shit, this is dark.
Yeah. No, it was a great time. Thanks very much for running.
No worries. Any
Yes,
constructive
thank you.
criticism on something I could have done better, you think, or?
No, I feel pretty good about it. I think it ran well. Like there was good characters in it. Ample opportunity to play off of stuff. A lot of good opportunities. So yeah, I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. It's a good time. It went well, I thought. Yeah. Cheers for playing, everyone.
Thanks.
Thank you, everybody. This is really fun. Really enjoyed it.
No worries.
Thanks,
All right.
In a few weeks.